As much as I want to just go to fuck to bed right now, I'm telling you, shit getting so good, man. For those of y'all who have not watched me, don't know, chap lips ain't sexy. I always gotta have at least two things chapstick on. I'm super serious, like chapstick. Yeah. Anyway, uh, Luke Cage season 2, episode 8. If it ain't rough, it ain't right. So you got it opens up with Shades replaying the night before. Obviously, he took it hard. Transition straight into Mariah and Tilda at the police station, and of course, you have Luke like, okay, we've been here for an hour, where everybody's at. Then you start to get the police officers and whatnot coming back in. Um, it's funny because you still have Mariah trying to throw her right around like she owns Luke, and it's just like we know this does not exist, and they're trying to make sure I'm not missing anything. So, and another thing you have, because this is going to go real quick, because I'm not really going to say do a whole lot of the dialogue between people, because it was a lot of that, a whole lot of interviewing and whatnot. So I ain't gonna do all that shit today. Y'all can go back and watch the motherfucking episode shit on Netflix, okay? But Shades meet with Comanche's mother and just kind of retell the story, and like their relationship actually runs deep. And she even told me, it's like, bro, you are a horrible fucking liar. Horrible fucking liar. What happened to my son? I know he not no snitch. I'm just like, well, Skyhouse said, he was like, well, about that, he might be somewhat of a snitch. He leaves her with some money, and it's just like, like I said, I'm gonna take care of you. I know you don't want this money. He left her with a stack of money. He was like, but we both know that you need it. And as he's leaving, she start hitting the ugly cry. I'm sitting here like, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done been there before. I'm telling you, that motherfucking ugly cry where you don't like you have a cute cry, but then you got the ugly cry. And for those of y'all who watch Love Hip Hop Atlanta, I remember woo, the night of my father's funeral. I ain't finna go into the details because y'all don't even know what happened all that fucking day. But let's just say some shit broke out, and not like I wasn't just crying. I was ugly crying. I had the Mimi falls, where I'm gasped for air, soft spoken, but I'm all choked up type crying and shit. We all the motherfucking been there. Don't act like y'all ain't fucking been there. We all the fucking been there. But I'm just saying. Anyway, enough of me talking about my motherfucking life. So Misty is now talking. I'm sorry, Misty is now the boss. Since old boy is dead and she is the highest ranking, she is now the boss, and now she's trying to, make sure shit runs smoothly. Because as much as she wants to, I guess be like a renegade with some shit, she has to try to play it by the book and kind of like juggle both sides, if you will. Um, so Bush is at the club, and he finds out that not only he finds out Mariah and Tilda are alive by one of his lackeys, and he asked why. He was like, Luke Cage, this motherfucker sat here and broke his chair. I'm like, oh Lord. Well, when he does it, he does this with his hands, so it's obvious the nightshade is starting to take effect on him. And I do recall his uncle telling him in previous episodes that nightshade is like steroids, where your body really cannot handle it, and it's only a matter of time before there starts to be some adverse reaction. So we're actually starting to see that it's really starting to control him. What else we got here? So so Luke and Misty are talking, and they understand like there is more information here, but they can't help the situation between Mariah and Tilda with the whole Bushmaster thing, unless something comes up and they get some information. So they do the whole divide and conquer. So Misty goes to talk to Mariah, and it's the whole trying to, get blood out of a turnip, wasn't getting shit. But you had Luke getting a lot of information out of Tilda because Mariah did not want to talk, especially in the fucking police station. He gets just enough. Um, And Misty is even planting seeds of doubt. It's like, okay, well, where your boyfriend at? Because he showed the fuck ain't here. He might have been the snitch, ran off, trying to put the two deaths on her. In comes her lawyer saying, if you ain't got nothing, she's free to go. You also have Shades there. And it was like, well, based off camera surveillance, his vehicle was within so many miles of the crime scene. So he is now, they apprehended him because, they're going to question him and whatnot. So they do that. Mariah goes, grab her daughter. She's taking jabs at Luke, and then she's like, "Yeah, where's your girlfriend?" He's like, "I told you not to say it." And then she's like, "I didn't say a name." Just she got scared real quick, but she's right. She ain't say her name because he told her, "Say her name one more again. That's your ass, Mr. Postman." But then you have Mariah getting it like really laying it on thick with Shades. And the lawyer comes in, he's like, okay, he doesn't have to say another word. And he's like, I have to take this. Goes out, get a phone call, comes back. He's like, you know what? I'm no longer representing him. He's all yours. And that fucked with Shades. And you see Mariah having an argument with him, just saying, her grandmother helped put his ass through school. How can you just up and leave us like that? He's like, I was loyal to the money. You don't have any money to pay me, so it is what the fuck it is. So Mariah ends up leaving because I guess she felt that Shades was going to be there a lot longer than I guess what was probably anticipated. So as she's getting ready to leave, she finds out there's a fucking bounty on her head. Luke is out there, is able to shield, stop the perpetrators. Mariah drives off. And he also finds out that not only is there a bounty on his head, but a bounty on everybody's head that is close to him, which alludes back to I think maybe like the first and second review I did for this season about superheroes and not having relations and whatnot because again, weakness. So I'm trying to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. No, so Shades is being, grilled by Mariah. She is landing on thick because on one hand she was like, okay, yeah, you killed both of them. But then it's like on the other hand, trying to, say, I don't want you. I want Mariah. And he eventually got to the point where he says, I'm not saying nothing without a lawyer. Nandy pulls her out and she's mad. Like, I had them exactly where I want them. What's more important? And they just like, look, there's a bounty on her head, on Mariah's head, all this other stuff, not to mention, we have nothing. They ran the test on Shade's hands. No nitrate, no nothing. So literally, there is nothing pinning him to that scene of the crime. And their previous captain picked a place where there will be no cameras, so they have no choice but to let him go. But then she further puts down in his mind, just saying, it was Mariah that made it so that you wouldn't have a fucking lawyer. I'm like, you is shady, petty. And I'm actually going in sequence. This is good. I'm doing good today. So then Mariah goes back to her burned down place. Shades is there, and she is pretty much trying to blame everything on him. She even walks up to him, feeling him like this, saying hello, hello, thinking that he has a fucking wire on. And he pretty much just told her the motherfucker, you just like, this is all your motherfucking fault. I tried to told you. I tried to motherfucking told you not to motherfucking do it. You ain't want to motherfucking listen. So this shit right here is your motherfucking fault. You ain't to put this motherfucking shit on me. Like, he put the shit on her ass motherfucking thing. I was like, oh, well, damn. All right. I was trying not to laugh, but she was so fucking funny. Just like, damn, like, he really just going to fuck in. Like, no mercy. But he then is just like, look, if you weren't meant for this life, it would have already exposed itself. But when you did what you did to your brother, it was at that moment you became a gangster. This ain't what the fuck gangsters do. We gonna sit here, we going down, we gonna rise above. He consoles and all this other shit. They need to write it in this motherfucker gets married to her. Okay. I'm just saying, ladies, don't be mad at me. But Shades need the Kevin Federline / Kendu Isaacs that ass. I'm just saying. I know y'all probably gonna thumbs down this mother. I'm just saying, look. if I don't know nothing. So the officers they stormed the club. I know y'all probably mad at the motherfucker I just said that. It's jokes, y'all. Fuck. But the officers stormed the club with a search warrant or whatnot. Then they find out that the crooked lawyer is now his lawyer. They find nothing. It's a done fucking deal. Let me see. You have Misty and Tilda back at her store. She's trying to pack everything up, and she still has resentment towards her mother for giving her away. And her mom is like, "Look, when I had you, you almost killed me. I wanted to keep you, but Mama, I forget her name. Is it Thelma? The fucking grandmama took the baby away and gave them to her cousins. So that was not even her doing." And Tilda is now starting to have a different feeling towards her mother, which is nice. It's cute. So then so then a shootout happens there, and of course trying to get the bounty and whatnot. Luckily for them, Nandy and Misty shows up to ward them off, and Luke does as well. I think I'm out of sync with this shit, am I? No. Luke didn't show up yet. There's also a scene with Bush and his uncle, and he realizes that he doesn't have Nightshade. He wants to try to, scientifically grow it. He's like, you can't do that. I said, this is nature. This shit is not science. And the uncle's just like, I love you like a son, but love has its limits. I can't, and this one was like, I can't watch you become more consumed by this. You have everything that you want, but again, he wants not only for Mariah to burn, he also feels that he's the only one that can take down Luke Cage. So the uncle is gone, and Shades peeps him walking out in the opposite direction of where his car is pointing. So Shades about to get that ass. And then you also have the bounty on what's that boy name? Luke's father. And they come in trying to shoot him while he's in church doing a baptism. And I swear, when that shit happened, I wasn't obviously I wasn't there, but with the whole Dylan Roof and the whole church situation, it put me in that fucking mindset. Even though they were coming for one person, I was still just like, whew, that was a little bit heavy. But that happens. I mean, and of course, Luke and his father, they are getting back on better terms. I didn't really talk too much about it, but they're getting back on better terms and shit. And when the dad talk about, so I don't want nobody, hurt my baby. I'm like, oh, that is cute. That is cute. The shit was cute. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'm sorry, the whole shootout at the herbal place actually happened right after this. I'm sorry, I got him out of sync. And then Luke showed up, and they said, call old boy to help her with the fucking arm, and that's where the episode went off. So, like I said on the last one, if y'all get another video, you do. If you don't, well, damn, you get one in the morning, or morning my time, late night, evening y'all time. So that's all I got, y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you guys on the next video. Please don't hate me too much on this video. All right, love you. Peace.